right. Good morning, everyone. All right. Can I hear myself in my ear? Not really. That's weird. I was hearing myself a little bit ago. There I am. Okay, great. All right, let's start it off. Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. Let's get this thing going. Yeah, baby. It's a beautiful day, inside and out. Caught in the half line, I'm caught all alone, waking up to the sunrise and the radio. We got tracks on? Yeah. Feels like I'm tied up. What's holding me? Praying today will be the day that I go free. To live like there's no tomorrow. Wanna dance like there's no one around. I wanna sing like nobody's listening. For I lay my body down. I wanna give like I have plenty. I wanna love like I'm not afraid. I wanna be the man I was meant to be. I wanna be the way I was made. Made in your likeness, your own hand. Made to discover who you are and who I am. All I've forgotten, you helped me find. All that you promised, let it be here in my life. I wanna live like there's no tomorrow. I wanna dance like no one's around. I wanna sing like nobody's listening. For I lay my body down. Give like I have plenty. I love like I'm not afraid. I wanna be the man I was meant to be. I wanna be the way I was made. The way I was made. I wanna live like there's no tomorrow. Wanna dance like nobody's around. Wanna sing like nobody's listening. Till I lay my body down. I wanna give like I've got plenty. I wanna love like I'm not afraid. I wanna be the man I was meant to be. I wanna be the way I was made. I wanna be the way I was made. I wanna be the way I was made. Woo!
Sarasota, where we were all made divine. Right?
You can dance with nobody watching.
All right, great. I have something special for you this morning. It's really special today, just wait. Hang on. We have a concert coming up here on Wednesday night, the 18th, with Matt Venuti. This is just a little bit of a snippet of what you will experience in music and visuals. Go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Matt Venuti, and I'm here to introduce you to a very unique performance opportunity that I call the Ultima Zone. The live music itself is one of the portals into this magical zone, but if the venue has projection capabilities, I improvise music to stunning and majestic video footage that I've captured from years of touring the country. In 2019, I was the artist in residence in both Florida's Everglades National Park and Virginia's Shenandoah National Park. And these two experiences, plus years of collecting footage throughout the U.S., makes for a visual feast for the senses. Some of the instruments that I play include the 8-octave range wind synthesizer called the electronic valve instrument, and also the hung, H-A-N-G, from Bern, Switzerland, an amazing sound sculpture. And then there's the Wave, a brand new instrument that is made by a friend of mine that almost sounds like a crystal bowl, but has its own uniquely beautiful characteristics.
Wow. Wow. Isn't that cool? Matt Venuti's been with us before. He'll be here Wednesday, May 18th for the 7 p.m. service. It's the Wednesday night special of the month. And just imagine all the lights down in this sanctuary and the brilliance on the screen and on the stage when he comes. All right. Welcome back to Unity of Sarasota after that little tour of the US of A. All right. Wonderful. Please know also that Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. That is who we are individually, and it is what makes up our community. And so own that you are a beacon of light and love, and shine that light everywhere you go, upon everyone you meet. We do that individually and collectively, and thereby make the world a better place. Know, too, that we are an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now in our lives. We join with our Unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all. This is the time, folks, and we are the people to help create a world that works for all. Let's do it, individually and collectively, and we can. And it is my mission that it happen before I leave this world. So I'd like not to be really ancient before that happens, so let's get on it, okay, guys? All right. If you happen to be a visitor or a newcomer, a guest this morning for the first time, would you please stand for just a moment? I'd like to acknowledge you, and we'd like to find out where people are visiting us from. Anybody? There are people I didn't recognize today, so I'm going to out you here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's one. We have a gift for you as well. Our wonderful board member of the day, Donna, has a gift for you. It's a shell necklace, which is indicative of the beaches of here in Florida. Each shell represents the love that we are individually, and we put it together in a necklace, and it's who we are as a community, a loving community. Anyone else? We have shy people, I think, today, but that's okay. That's okay. If you would like a necklace, let Donna know. Even incognito, you may have a necklace, because it's a powerful necklace. When you go into Fellowship Hall for hospitality, you get first-in-line privileges if you're wearing your necklace. So you may be interested now. If you didn't get a welcome packet on the way in, please take one on the way out, or we can get one to you. There's information about Unity in that packet, and on the back is a welcome card that we would love for you to fill out so that we can start to get to know each other. You can leave that welcome card in the offering plate on your way out, or you can take it to Donna, who will be after service at the welcome red umbrella table in the Fellowship Hall. Also, let's see, what else do I have for you? Fill out the card, yeah. You know, I also not only want to welcome all of you who are here, and I want to commend you. I have a feeling some mothers it's a little light attendance today. I think some of the mothers decided to sleep in, and you know what? I got to tell you, too bad, because we bought gifts for mothers 2 years ago, and then we closed for COVID, and we couldn't give them out.
They were flowers.
And they weren't. Yeah, they weren't flowers. You're not getting the flowers. No, we threw those away. Yeah, you're all getting a pressed flower. No, so we bought the gifts 2 years ago, closed for COVID, couldn't hand them out, couldn't remember where we put the gifts, but we did find them, and they're really lovely. So if you're a mother, would you please stand and be acknowledged? And the folks are coming around with a beautiful gift for you, and it's really not a pressed flower. And we just acknowledge that you're mothers, and you are a very, very important part of the fabric of humanity. We would be nothing, in fact, non-existent without you. So just know that and own it, because you are powerful, divine beings. So you may sit, well, don't sit, because they won't know who to give the gifts to. Never mind, I was wrong. Wrong information. I also want to acknowledge, while we're acknowledging folks, the folks that are watching us on the live stream at unityofsarasota.org. Let's wave to them. They're bringing their energy to join with ours as well. And maybe some of those mothers are home, and boy, they won't miss next year, because it's a gift. It's a gift involved. I'll tell you real quickly while they're doing that. One year in my church in Seattle, I had a Father's Day gift, and you know, a lot of times fathers don't come to church on Father's Day. They, you know, stay home or have a cookout or whatever. And that year I gave out silver dollars. And boy, were they disappointed. They said, "Can I get my silver dollar now?" And I said, "Nope, you got to wait a year." So, yeah, I can be a snaggletooth sometimes. But anyway, welcome, mothers, and bless you for all that you are. Wherever you may be, whether you're here in the sanctuary with us or you're at home on the live stream, or wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, please know that you are welcome here to take that journey with us, because it makes our journey more meaningful to walk with you. So know that you're always welcome here. As I mentioned, our board member of the day is Donna Stewart, standing up there in the back. So ask her questions if you have any about Unity of Sarasota, and thank her for her service. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a few invitations for your participation. Today, there is a big sale in the bookstore, and you just go through Fellowship Hall, and the bookstore is right there. They've got some fantastic gifts for mom and even some good stuff for you. So please check it out. Big sale, big sale. And go see Ben and Rose in the bookstore afterward. We have another concert in May. We're doing a series of healing concerts this May. So on the 12th, Thursday night the 12th, Rosie Warburton will be here doing harmonic sound healing concert right here in the sanctuary. And then on the 15th, she will be doing a workshop related to that as well, so that you can do some of that sound healing for yourself. She's fantastic. Be here for that. I think you will thank yourselves for showing up. On the 13th, in the fellowship hall, we have Lifeline screening will be here. So please check that out. There are flyers out in this lobby as well as in Fellowship Hall. Please check it out and take care of your health. It's an inexpensive and very quick way to make sure you're healthy in 5 different aspects. So please come and partake of that. I will be teaching a new member class on the 15th and the 22nd after service from 12 to 1:30. So if you're interested in becoming a member of Unity of Sarasota, please join that class. If you have been a member at another Unity church for the past year or more, you don't need to go to the first class because it's a general information about Unity. You're welcome to come, but you don't have to come to that one. But do come to the second one, because the second one focuses on Unity of Sarasota specifically. Now, I am told that this class is pretty good, that people had a good time, and there were 13 of them last time, and nobody left screaming. So I think it's probably pretty good. And you'll find out all kinds of cool things. And again, I just want to reiterate, Matt Venuti will be here on the 18th in the sanctuary Wednesday evening. Can you put that slide up, please? There you go. There's Matt. And he'll be doing the whole visual and sound thing, and it is a donation-based admission. So you can't get better stuff for a great deal. So please come. I think you'll fall in love with him. All right, Rob.
That's a lot of stuff.
Pardon?
That's a lot of stuff.
We have a lot of stuff. Here's the deal, guys. We have a lot of things going on here. There are a lot of opportunities to partake. So please do. There's a banquet here for you. Please don't starve in the process. Come on and tell your friends. Even if you're not interested in something, your friends might be. So come on. Let's sing.
When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity.
I'm going to move us into prayer. And I just want to say before I start that prayer that yesterday we had a celebration of life and music for Mindy Simmons, who many of you know. She was a music director here. She's played in every church and synagogue, you name it, in Sarasota. She's been a real mainstay here in Sarasota. And so we sent her off with lots of music and prayer and good wishes yesterday. I think we had 110 people here. And we started a music scholarship fund, and there was a lot that got placed in that basket. So stay tuned. Mindy lives on with her music. So let's move into prayer. And I would invite you to first take a deep breath into the very center of your being. Allow that breath to fill your heart with love. And then release that breath, sharing that love with all the world. As we continue to breathe in deeply and exhale fully, we're reminded that we are always in the divine flow of the goodness of God, that we are one with one another. We are one with Father, Mother, God's Spirit. We are the very expression of Spirit. As we move more deeply into the center of our own being, that place where Father, Mother, God's Spirit resides within and then also resides all around us, for as the children say, there is not a spot where God is not. And so we are in the midst of that goodness. We are the experience and expression of the goodness of God. As we move into that place at center, take into prayer this morning not only Mindy, but anyone in your life who has gone on from this human form, anyone that we've lost at any time in our lives. Hold them in your heart right in this moment. And know that when we hold our loved ones in our hearts and in our memories, they remain alive in us. That we take on those attributes that resonate most with us, and we become those attributes. And so we continue through our own expression to express the very being, the very presence of those we've loved and lost. And so bring those people into your heart and allow them to be part of your expression on earth, knowing that one day someone will do the same with you. For life is immortal and love is eternal, and we are that immortality and eternality. And so I give thanks for this reminder of the truth of our being. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. I invite you to speak our statement of being together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
Here's one from Minnie's Boys. What do you give to the lady who has given all her life and love to you? What do you give to the reason you are living? I could window shop the world before I'm through. Mama, a rainbow Mama, a sunrise, Mama, the moon to wear. That's not good enough, no, not good enough, not for Mama. Mama, a palace, diamonds like doorknobs, mountains of gold to spare. That's not good enough, no, not rich enough, not for Mama. Mama, a lifetime crowded with laughter. That's not good enough, not half long enough. What can I give you that I can give you? What will your present be? Mama, young and beautiful, always young and so beautiful. That's the Mama I'll always see. That's the Mama with love from me.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
That is such a
I'm
beautiful
sending that out.
song. You're going to do what?
Sending that out to Wilma.
Wilma. Okay.
Wilma?
Yes, of course. We know
I love
Wilma.
you.
We know Wilma. Then we know Wilma. You know, I think all of us have seen that commercial on television for Mother's Day when these two delightful little children come in and they have a tray with pancakes or waffles and a glass of orange juice and maybe even a little vase with a flower in it. I really would like to know, raise your hand if you have had that happen. Oh, we have one back there too, okay. Oh, over here too. Wow, congratulations, you too? Wow. Well, I really thought that that was over the top. That was my experience because I did not have that ever happen to me. And I figured whoever made that add up, it was a figment of their imagination. I could not imagine that happening. But I am so happy some of you did. I think that's terrific. This is a true story about a woman named Amanda. And her husband always brought her a cup of coffee in the morning. And she said to him this morning, you know, you really dropped the ball, and I'm having trouble getting going because you didn't bring me my coffee. And her 5-year-old son said, what does it mean to drop the ball? And she said, well, it means when somebody usually does something, and then someday they don't do it, they've dropped the ball. Well, in a few minutes, this 5-year-old comes in with a cup of coffee and a rag underneath to hold the drips because it was full, and said, okay, Dad, I picked up the ball. And she said it was the worst coffee, but the sweetest gift she'd ever received. I thought that was really great. But I think it's important that how do we measure our influence with our children? Where does that happen, and how does that happen? We were talking a while back and wondering that maybe mothers or anyone having a child should get a license. You need a license to drive a car. You need a license to have a gun. You need a license for fishing and hunting. You need a license to have a hot dog stand on Main Street. But you don't need a license to become a parent. And I think that of the list that I just gave you, being a mom or a dad is the most important thing. We want to raise children who are contributing citizens of the country, compassionate and loving, and reaching out to other people. But how do we measure that? How do we measure that influence? Sometimes it's measured because my daughter, the doctor, my son, the lawyer, should see the car he drives and how many zeros are in his paycheck. For many, it's the rank and the position. Remember Keeping Up with the Joneses? Remember that period of time? You know, for me, I cannot equate influence with success. I don't see them as synonyms. Following this assumption, we're going to really look at the influence of a mother. That can be good, bad, or indifferent. Those are the lessons from our mothers. Am I good? Am I smart? Am I considerate? Am I generous? What we hear from our mothers can create the good, the bad, or the indifferent. There's a sweet story about a man who lived a distance from his mom and was going into the flower shop to wire flowers for her Mother's Day. And there's this little girl sitting outside, and he said, "Is there something wrong?" And she said, "Yeah, I wanted to buy a rose for my mom, but I only have 75 cents, and they cost $2. He said, "Come on in, I'll buy the rose for you." So they went into the florist shop, and he ordered his wired-to-be flowers and bought the little girl her rose. And he said, "Can I take you to your mom?" And she said, "Oh, that would be great if you could take me to my mom." So they got in the car, and they drove up, and they ended up in a cemetery. And she went to this freshly dug grave and put a rose on the grave. Well, the gentleman ran right back to the flower shop, canceled his wired order, bought a bouquet, and drove the 200 miles so he could see his mom and really let her know how much she's appreciated and loved and honored, because so often that doesn't happen. It really brought to him the real meaning of moms. For many of us, our mothers are gone. For others, they never knew their mothers. And sadly, there are others who didn't feel the love of their mother. But today, being Mother's Day across the country, we're going to concentrate and celebrate that loving mother, the mother that will love you forever and like you for always. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to do Mother's Day, and I read the book, Shows the Love of a Mother. It's called Love You Forever and Like You for Always. This is about the mother who knew the greatest influence she could possibly give her child was love. The love of the mother would never change, no matter what the child became. It's the love that lets them know they can accomplish anything they choose to do. It's the integrity, the congruence, and trust that is shown through the love that moves the child to the success that he desires. For me, it personifies that love of a mother. So I'm going to read it again. So I want you to relax in your chair while I relax in my chair and listen to this wonderful story about a mother's love. And I really wish you could see the pictures because they're absolutely adorable. So you relax, and I will relax. My light will be turned on shortly. And you'll be with here. Hang on, okay. Well, hang on, get comfortable. Let that chair support you. Be happy. It's Mother's Day. I hope all of you are familiar with this book. I bought it and read it to my children a few years ago, and they're older. So they couldn't quite, took them a while to figure out how in the world she could lift up a 40-year-old man and carry him and sing to him. But you'll find out. Miracles happen. As it will with my mic. There we go. All right. Can you hear me now? Oh, now I don't have to chatter anymore. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, and back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." And the baby grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. And he ran all around the house, he pulled all the books off the shelves, he pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. And sometimes his mother said, "This kid is driving me crazy." But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she'd open the door to his room, crawl across the floor, look up over the side of the bed, and if she was really asleep, she would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." And that little boy kept growing. He grew and he grew until he was 9 years old. He never wanted to come home for dinner, never wanted to take a bath, and when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. Then, at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother would open that door to his room, crawl across the floor, look up over the side of the bed to make sure he was really asleep. She'd pick up that 9-year-old boy and rock him back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The boy grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in the zoo. But at nighttime, that teenager was asleep. The mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed to make sure he was asleep. Picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as my baby, I'm your mom, I'm alive, my baby you'll be." That teenager grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and he got a house across town. But sometimes, on dark nights, the mother got in her car and drove across town. And if the lights were all off and the house was dark, she'd open his bedroom window, crawl across the floor, look up over the side of the bed to make sure he was asleep. She'd pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'd like you for always. As long as I'm loving, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older. And she got older and older. And one day she called up her son and said, "You'd better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came to the door, she tried to sing this song. And she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and too sick. The son went to his mother, and he picked her up, and he rocked her back and forth, and back and forth, and he sang this song, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. And then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." I'd like you now to just take a few deep breaths and we'll go into prayer. Living, loving God, we have such an assortment of moms in the world, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. I believe no matter what category they are in, they do love their children. Today, fill all our hearts with the love of the mother, so we can know that we are all loved in whatever way our mothers could love. We give thanks for all of the understanding we need to understand our mothers and love them no matter where they are. We are grateful for the love we can share with each other. And knowing that truth, we say together, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Susie, do you take over now, or do I keep going? I can keep going if it doesn't matter.
Do whatever you're going to do next.
He's next. Rob's next.
You can all join me on this too. It's real simple. I am one with the Amy. Thank you. And it's I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. We used to have the words for this one. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. Again, I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison. Do that again. Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with love. Let me remember, 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 let me remember. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God.
Hello. I want to thank Reverend Amy for doing the Mother's Day talk. I thought it fitting that a mother do it rather than a non-mother. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Speaking of mothers, we have children that are supposed to be showing up right about now, but nothing else has gone right today, so why would we start now? Okay, so what kind of song?
There they come.
going to have to take my word for it. There are kids here today, and we're just going to bless them and know that they're doing whatever it is that they're needing to do in this very moment, correct? We bless you. We see you. We don't see you, but we bless you. We believe in you. And one day we'd like to see you. All right. Here we go. Okay. Can you turn this down a little bit, please, Ben? Thank you. Okay, I'm completely, have no idea where I am. Okay, I'm back. Could I have our chaplains and ministers come forward, please? These are our prayer chaplains, our ministers who are here to be in prayer with and for you for a greater possibility in your lives, whatever that may be that you are wanting to bring into your life. Prayer only takes a moment. It's a moment to know the truth. And so come forward after service if you would like for a 1-minute miracle with one of these prayer practitioners, prayer chaplains, or ministers. Let's thank them for their service, please. I also want to remind you that on Wednesday evenings, we have a music and inspiration service right here in this sanctuary, and it's really a wonderful time to just sort of just be. And this Wednesday night, the theme is grace. Reverend Matthew will be leading the service, and Lisa Arundel and I will be providing the music. So please come. We'd love to have your energy with ours. 7 o'clock. All right. This is also the time that we remind ourselves that we live in an abundant universe with a generous God. And so this is a time that we think about what gifts we may be moved to give to support the work of this spiritual community. I invite those of you who are on the live stream to also participate in this divine flow of circulation of good. There's a little button you can push right there where you're watching. For the rest of you who are here today, there will be smiling faces and people very grateful to accept your gifts on your way out today. What I would ask that you do, and I know many of you send your gifts in or you do them electronically, so just put your hand over the plate as you leave in blessing so that you can be part of that circulation. If you are putting something in the basket, please hold it to your heart right now and infuse it with the power and the presence of all of the attributes of God that most resonate with your soul. It might be love or harmony or peace or presence, abundance of every nature, well-being, vitality, whatever it may be. Put that energy into your gift and know that the gift will carry that energy farther and farther and farther to bless many beyond this time and space. And so let's affirm that together right now. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive abundantly. Wonderful. And we will now say our prayer for protection, followed by the peace song. And don't forget, big bookstore sale. I'm going to ask you to stand for this, please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator, family all away. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every breath I take, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in